Okay, hello guys. This is the second video of learning Python. In this case, we're going to be solving a very common issue. It's normally a problem we use for understanding if statements. This is even or odd number. This is a pretty basic exercise normally used in college and that kind of stuff for understanding the logic behind if it's statements or algorithm with decision taken based on a condition. In this case, we're going to make the exercise and the example with the PyCharm IDE. It is not needed, but you can do it directly on the console. But I think it's a very good tool for developing applications. You are going to think I'm exaggerating or something, but this is always open in my computer because if you want to do any kind of scripting or something for testing a service or any kind of thing, you can do it with Python, and PyCharm is a very good option. I use the community edition, so you can go and install it in your computer. If you don't know how to install it, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box so anyone can install it. Okay, how does it work? This is a symbol that normally uses or represents percentage. Okay, normally it's used everywhere in any kind of representations of percentages and that kind of stuff. In Python, it does not mean percentage. Normally, in software development, it is not used for percentage. You're going to be seeing that in Python, C, Java, PHP, and other languages, you are not going to be using that as a percentage. It is the calculus of the modulus of a division. Okay, it is the rest of any division between a number and another. We're gonna be seeing it right away. When you divide two numbers, in this case 20 between two, the result is gonna be 10. But if you do it like the old way, with yeah, how we are explained to do divisions in the school, um, you normally put here the rest of the division. If the division it's the rest is 0, it means you ended up the division. So when you have 0 here, it means you have an exact division. In any other case, if you have something like this, 15 divided by 2, you'll have the result is 7, but not quite. It's 7.5, but normally we do it with 7 and leave a remaining here. This is the remaining of the division. The pattern here we wanna understand is every time we divide a number by 2, if the number, the remaining of the division is 0, like in this case, the number it's even. But if the remain of the division it's 1, the number is odd. The modulus it's the same as the remaining of the division. So we have a table here where we have in this column the value we're analyzing. It is 2. The division by 2 result is 1, and the modulus is 0. So if the division is exact, so the result is an integer, we'll have 0. So the number is even. And if the number is not, the division by 2 is not exact, like in this case, the modulus is, by 2, it's going to be 1, so it's going to be odd. So you can use this pattern, O1, O1, 1. So every time you do the modulus of a number by 2 and you get as a result 0, you are certain that the number is even. Or if you have something different than 0, that normally it's 1, the number is odd. That's the main explanation behind how to calculate even or odd using if statement. So summing up, you're gonna be taking the decision of if the number is even or odd by considering the result of the modulus of the number divided by 2 using the modulus operation. So the result is going to be always 0 or 1. So 0 for even, 1 for odd. This is why this is a good example for using if or for explaining if statements. You're going to be seeing it a lot in all the languages. Normally, this is the first exercise normally people do for explaining, because you have just 2 options. So if it's not one of them, it's the other one. Okay, first we have the number here. The thing we have to do is calculate the result. So result equals number modulus 2. Okay, we're saying we want the result of the remains of the division of 10 against 2 to be saved in the variable result. Okay, so here in result we will have the result. So here in result we will end up with 0 or 1 depending on the number. In this case it's 10. If it is another thing, we can check it, but in this case it's gonna be 0. Okay, after we understand what's the value of result, we can go on and write an if statement. So if result equals 1, that means the result of the remaining of the division is not 0, so it's an odd number, else it's an even number. So let's go and try it. So number equals 10. We know the answer, but let's go on. Result equals number modulus 2. So now in result, as we know, we have there the value. It's going to be 1 or 0. We can go and check if result equals, let's check 0. If result is 0, as we said, the number it's even because there's no remaining in the division. Else, the else statement doesn't have a condition. Normally it can, but it just in this case doesn't have a condition. So if the number is, the result is not 0, we're just going to assume that the value is an odd number. So print off, and we will just have to try this. We can go here. That's the good thing about PyCharm. This is a good thing about PyCharm, because we just go here and click run, and here we will have the result of the calculation. We can change the value to 11, for example, and it should be an odd number. So yeah, we have an odd result. Or I don't know, we can go and say something like that, and it's gonna be an even number, or it's gonna be a odd number. So this is it. That's the solution for how to calculate even odd numbers using if statements. Is pretty much a solution that it's normally, as I said, used in college for explaining concepts of logic and programming. Next, we're gonna be making some loops exercises. This explanation I gave you from if statements or for even odd numbers calculation, it's pretty much the same for any language. The only difference would be the syntax of the language per se, but it's pretty much the same explanation. If you want me to do this, or if you want to go with another language or checking in another language, we can do it away. We can do it right away. It is pretty much the same. But we're going to be seeing loops in the other video. If you have any question, please go directly to the comments. I put it there. I'll check it. And that's it. Bye.